Welcome to Hood Champion, boxing and sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Hey, ladies. Got a couple old Scrooges out there, man, who said Hood Champion changing his tune on Claressa Shields. All because I let the audience talk last night. Oh, yeah. They set it off, at least a couple, but 99% shut that shit down. Hilarious. Right here. Now check this out. You sound like when, right here, I'm watching your tone change because she responded to your video. Has me side-eyeing you. First of all, listen, I don't care, all right? Just keep it real. People don't question Canelo because he wasn't out here disrespecting legends, lying, cheating on a fiance with a married man, all while fronting to Remy like they was cool, buying views and being questionable altogether, and the list goes on and on. Truth be told, that 8 million is what's left. Let me bring this over a little bit more. Is what's left out, the 15 million escrow for Layla. My thing is, how you know that? How you know all this? Pap out here in Jersey in the studio making music, promoting other artists, love and making. Let me read more. There's more here. Making videos and promoting. That's not free. This is to distract the Ali disrespect, knowing boxing fans are mad and dislike her. No scales on my eyes, the same eyes seeing you now sugarcoat her BS. Hey, yo, hold your horses and stop taking it to the stupid. What I sugarcoat? We said the same thing. I'm pretty damn consistent. Disrespected Muhammad Ali. As a result, I lost a lot of respect for Claressa Shields. And it's going to take a lot for her to get that respect back from me. The way she went at Layla Ali, I thought it was all wrong. And her attitude is horrible. I mean, what did I sugarcoat? And this is the thing, right? The topic last night was about, Claressa Shields contacts Hood Champion to set the record straight. You know, our fans doing her wrong. So that's the tone I'm going to create. And that's what I created. And last night, I really didn't talk that much. I made some jokes here and there. I really didn't say nothing. So if we're going to have a discussion, if I'm out here talking about, hot dogs are the best-selling snack at football matches. I'm going to make sure that we're talking about the hot dog being the best-selling snack at football games and shit like that. I'm not going to come here and talk about fucking curry goat. I ain't going to come here talking about fried rice or roast con pollo. You're going to be like, where did that shit come from? I'm going to try to keep it along those lines. But when I tell people, you tell me what you think. And if all of a sudden they say, I hear you on the hot dog shit, but man, they should have this, and that. Matter of fact, I was over there at Olive Garden. Matter of fact, I took a trip to Thailand. They had some good shit, man. They got wild meat. All that shit is nice. So they get out, they go and they talk what they want. This boxing show here, we talk boxing. But when I do these lives for Claressa Shields, that's for you all to talk. But understand this. Don't think I'm gonna come out here and stir up drama and say bullshit just because that's what you want to say. That's for you. I don't tell no one they're wrong for anything. I don't say I side-eye you. What was this shit she said? No scales on my eyes. You don't hear me telling nobody nothing because I don't care. It's your opinion. That's why I replied right here. I said, you sound like her when Layla Ali spoke on the Breakfast Club. You hear me? You are hearing what you want and creating your own narrative. That's exactly what this person right here, what she call herself? Lady Low Love. All right, Lady Low Love. You hearing what you want and creating your own narrative. You have an issue with her. My gripe was Muhammad Ali disrespecting bad attitude. Don't run down the street to my channel and start biting. Nah, go back down the road and scratch yourself and be happy. I'll be live tomorrow, so feel free to jump on and speak your mind. I'll let the chat respond to you about whether I'm changing my tune. Good luck. And then he says, that's crazy that you said that, because I didn't even click the video. I went straight to the comments to see, was he compromised? Because I could tell by that picture and title that something happened with him. Yo, so when you look at this picture right here of me running in my drawers, what's that gonna make you feel? Like something happened with me? Huh? I'm scared of women? I'm running with my drawers with a microphone in my hand? What you get from this title and this picture? And this person right here is like, I'm like, yo, watch the video, business as usual. Says that he is human and got excited that she reached out to him, same as other celebs. It shows that his hard work is not going unnoticed and the info he puts out is accurate. So I like your channel and your take. And this person here, Shah, she comes and she blasts them. Yo, this makes no sense. Some people want to see mess and drama. When they don't, you're sugarcoating. Basically, sugarcoating, defined, you're not being catty and messy and disrespectful to Claressa, her response to you. Some women are not familiar with men responding respectfully, so they don't understand it. LOL, this is not the channel for that type of foolishness. 100%. Everyone out here knows, man, I got a good sense of humor. But you never heard me come out here and be like, yo, Claressa Shields, this F and B word, nasty this, she's sleeping with a man. You always hear when y'all start talking that stuff about her and the married man stuff. See, that's what a lot of the females have an issue with. That's what I picked up on. The attitude, the ugly disrespect, but that thing with Papoose and him being married. And let me tell you something, since doing these lives, I didn't know all the stuff that people are saying. And to be honest with you, I ain't fact checking anything. You know why? Because I don't care. You know, it's a conversation. And I'm enjoying it. And I keep tying it back to boxing. What about her focus? This could affect her focus. You know, training camps, this and that. But don't expect me to come out here now and turn into no goddamn, what's that guy? No, Liberace. Don't expect me to turn a Liberace and start getting caught up with all the bullshit. It's like I always say, yo, that's their business. Pap, it seemed to be something positive. And I always say, you'll give it 90 days, 6-month mark, in a year. And we're going to see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. And I'm going to keep saying that. Let me see, what's the next one here? Like, I don't know what kind of channel y'all think this is. This is for you all to talk when I do these lives. And I let y'all talk. But nah, I ain't changing anything. I've been consistent. I'm going to keep being consistent. You know what I'm saying? She did reach out to me. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what she said. A lot of people still don't even know what she said. There's some people saying, yo, Claressa's stalking you. So people out here like, yo. And then this chick right here says, now this is crazy. This chick, she goes, speaking on Claressa Shields' appearance is diabolical. Everyone keeps using that word diabolical. Yo, find another word. All right? This shit is really corny. It's embarrassing that everyone on this fucking internet, they have one word, they hear somebody using over and over and they start using it. Yo, be original. Stating your opinion that she's unattractive, that's unfounded. I never said that. I said, yo, her smile, everything, to me, she don't need all that makeup. She putting all that makeup on. It's the audience that's out here going at her. You know what I'm saying? Not about her appearance, it's about terrible. What about Tasha K? So this chick out here is coming out here like she's defending Claressa. And then she goes, and so it's only okay to talk about someone being unattractive when you want to, right? And that's what this person says. Tasha K cute, I don't get this post. I said, so you insult Tasha K. And this is why a guy like me, you know, when I do this shit, it's fun, but I can't take you serious. Get out of here. You for the ladies? You want to make sure no one's disrespecting the ladies? Or you just out here being miserable with nothing better to do? Man, go your ass in there and make a sandwich for your husband. or for your man or for whoever. Go feed your dogs. Go scratch your ass. Do something. Come out here talking about how dare you say something about this one, but you come out and do the same thing in the same breath. That shit is crazy to me. Go out there, man. Drink some tea or something. Get you a thing of toast and put some cinnamon butter on there. Take a goddamn bath. And then this chick right here, right? Hey, Hood Champ, if I'm not mistaken, you sound different after talking with Claressa Shields. You did not go hard today. Listen, Claressa Shields, the way you got Papoose is the way you'll lose him. Karma's not a B word. And I had to just say, yo, the audience ran the show. The discussion about Claressa being done wrong. The audience spoke so much, not me. So the shit is hilarious to me, man. But anyway, enough of that. Because I truly don't care. The only thing I care about is making sure that I try to give everyone an opportunity to come out there and vent and speak. There's people really passionate about this. And I'm going to tell you this right here. I put it, my opinion about what people are saying about Claressa Shields. No one hates her. There's some people who dislike her. People who have lost respect for her. This is based off of her actions, off of things she said. It's not just the Ali. It's not just going at Layla and the Muhammad Ali comment. It's not even just the attitude. It's shit about colorism, light-skinned women, about coming out here calling people broke, about disrespecting people, about talking about punching people in the mouth. And then that is what got this shit going. You understand? That's what created this tsunami of confusion and madness and attacks. That's why anywhere she goes, anything she posts, people just rush to the comment section to shred her. That's what, even with me, like, the videos I did, and I'm not gonna stop doing them. It was almost like, trying to mentor this girl, but in my own way, because I got a sense of humor. So people sometimes don't hear the message. So do I wish bad on her? No. Am I wishing good on her? I hope things work out, but I really don't care. It's just boxing. I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know any of y'all. I wish everybody the best. I'm not gonna come here and want anybody to fall on their face. I know what it's like to make real money in my 20s. I know what it's like to lose real money. I know what it's like to make real money back. I'm talking real money. So I don't want anyone to go through that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's nice when you're on top. But this is what really got shit popping right here. Let me show y'all, right? It was from, it was a YouTube short I did. And Claressa Shields didn't like it. So let me go to the actual short. Right here. It was this one. Let me go to the comments. I ain't gonna play the video. Oh. Maybe I should play the video. Y'all can listen to it. To understand what got her worked up. Here it goes. Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Claressa Shields in this $8 million deal. The deal where in the first year she can make up to $16 million or more. What's the deal with that? Where'd that money come from? How is it that Salida Promotions, we know he's tight-assed, he's not trying to give up any money. He's not trying to split anything. You never seen him out here looking for partnership deals. How is he all of a sudden working with Win Records and put together this bundle package for Claressa Shields to have multiple fights, $8 million guarantee with a $3 million bonus, signing bonus, and then something about music and a record deal? I mean, is it just me? And I'm not trying to play Detective Also and shit. This ain't a Scooby-Doo mission. I'm just trying to find out how all of this came about and how it makes sense. I'm just telling you, something ain't right. Now, of course, I'm wishing for the best for Claressa Shields. I really am. But I gotta tell you, I'm far from slow. If something ain't adding up. So I need somebody to help me do the tabulations. Layla Ali was going to get $15 million. Layla Ali said the money wasn't real. Claressa came back and said, of course the check wasn't real. The check was just there, just for marketing or something, she said. So even she said the check in the background wasn't real for the $15 million. Now, if you ask me, although I'm 50, retired, life is good, there was a time where I was a street kid. And I had a lot of hustle in me. And when I sit back and I look at this situation from that street kid lens that I used to have, well, actually I still have it. I look at this as a hustle. You know what I'm saying? That's what this looks like. This looks like a publicity stunt to make you look like you got more than what you really have. To somehow make people jealous. To somehow one-up somebody. And maybe this is a way to initiate a fishing expedition to where now you kind of thrown it out there and you want to see who's going to bite on it. And maybe hoping that in turn there'll be some real money coming your way. Look, I don't know. But I'm looking at the show she went on in the morning on CBS. She seemed to have a relationship with the guy there. I'm looking at the fact that Win Records is a connection to Papoose. She was supposed to leave Dimitri Salita, right? Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sport. Okay, now, these are the comments right here. These are the comments. This is where it gets interesting. Okay, right here. This right here is Claressa Shields. She says, let me expand this. She says, sir, excuse me, I've been making over $1 million for the past 3 years. My brand has exploded. I'm selling out arenas, 16,000 plus fans. Sponsors are knocking at my doors, and I do great viewership on TV. Salita Promotions and Win Records teamed up to make this deal happen for me. Let's be clear, you can't go on national TV and lie. Yes, you can, but I'm not. All I'm saying is, you got to give us. You got to give us all the information. You can't go halfway. It says especially about my money. I've never played with my career or my money. The deal is all facts. I didn't see you do a video about Canelo getting $365 million by Eddie Hearn for a multi-fight deal, but for me, it's an issue. Man, please. This is why I did the live last night, because when I read that, okay, now I could have done this. I could have broken this shit down and say, all right, she made over $1 million for the past 3 years. I could have came and said, all right, so if your brand has exploded and you've been making over $1 million per fight for the past 3 years, why only $2 million? Why not the guarantee of instead of $8 million across 4 fights? Why not $12 million? Selling out arenas of 16,000 plus fans. I could have been like, all right, 16,000 plus fans, all right, but what's the live gate? What is it? 5 million? 6 million? 100,000? What is it? Because you left that out. Sponsors are knocking at my door. Okay, who, what, when, where, why, how, what kind of money? I do great viewership on TV. Okay, be specific. Don't just throw something out there. Be specific. Give us facts. Give us numbers. Salita Promotion Win Records teamed up to make this deal happen for me. Okay, they teamed up. How did they team up? What's the specifics? How did they make a deal happen for you? What's the deal? Because right now we're still trying to solve for X. We just know $8 million, $3 million bonus could be upwards of $16 million the first year. So, and we can't go on national TV and lie. I could have said, yeah, they lie on TV all the time. Donald Trump lies, the media lies, everybody lies. YouTubers get on here and lie, everybody lies. And then if they're not lying, there's a lot of hyperbole and shit. So she said, I never play with my career money. I could have been like, yeah, you are playing with your money and career because of your attitude and insulting fans and coming on my page and, going at my neck. The deal is all facts. I didn't see you do a video about Canelo getting $365 million by Eddie Hearn. I could have been like, yeah, that's because, Canelo didn't come out here and insult Ali. But I kept it. I just said, all right, I'm going to respond and be the way that I am. See, fans wanted me to give what I just ran down. That's how they wanted me to come out here and be. I thought about all that when I read it, but I'm not going to do that. But we're having a conversation now, and I'm still not going to do that. You know why? Because for me, she didn't have to come to my page. She didn't have to come here. By her coming there, you better believe she knew, okay, more than likely he's going to do a video about this. Most cats, they won't even come to your page. They won't show you no love. To me, she showed me love. Now, you're talking about, what, do I like her? I don't like her or dislike her. I'm actually rooting for her. But what I don't like is that shit, but that I'll never get over that. Muhammad Ali ain't duck no smoke. I'll never get over that shit. It just sounds trashy. I said this in the last live. It's tacky, it's trashy, it's disrespectful. That shit is the craziest, most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life. That shit is bad. That shit is bad. And I don't like the attitude, man. But with me, she didn't cuss, she wasn't disrespectful. So why would I come back and be a kind of way? I wouldn't do that anyway. In my mind, but I wouldn't do that. I ain't doing that to no female, man. Female run them mouth to me, I could just walk off. She get too crazy, you know what I'm saying? If I feel like I gotta be like, yo, shut the F up, you B-word, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta be like that, then that means I've hung around too long. You know? I gotta go. What I look like as a man arguing with a woman? 6 foot, 33 pounds now. Big fucking strong man, 50 years old, arguing with a female. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she may get one little thing like, easy, take it easy, relax. What you doing? But I ain't gonna argue with a woman, especially Claressa Shields. For what? You know what I mean? I want to hear what she had to say. I wish she would have said more. But this is my reply.
You could tell me if I'm off, but I see it.
Turn that crap off. Hold on, let me go back. What the hell happened there? Okay. This is my reply right here. Okay, and you, for those of y'all who don't know, this is the reply. And make it a little bit more, sorry. So y'all can see, I'm not gonna come out here and disrespect her. So she said what she had to say, and I just said, not sure if this is Miss Shields, because I'll be honest with you, you don't know who it is out here posting shit. But I said, however, I'm glad you touched base if this is the GWOAT. I understand the support you receive at home, talking about it, Flint and her fights. I'm actually one who's rooting for you to win. At the same time, I do feel you disrespected Muhammad Ali and found it quite offensive. By the way, I have always said, and still say, you should be a gazillionaire. Moreover, I feel your attitude has garnered negative attention. That's what I always say. I understand the trolls on social media. I've seen some of the crap they post and say about you. It goes beyond an innocent joke. They dig deep with their attacks, which is true. Albeit, I know what it's like to be in the top 1% of your profession. I do know. That's what I was for 25 goddamn years. Even I had to learn to listen more, talk less, and take a deep breath while thinking about how I'm going to respond to the BS. That was me imparting some wisdom to her. And if she took anything from that, good. If not, I mean, whatever. It says about the press conference, when you only give someone part of the information and leave them wondering what really happened, a few psychological things can kick in. One, curiosity and anxiety mixed together. The human brain hates uncertainty. When someone gets only part of the story, they start filling in the blanks themselves, often assuming the worst or imagining dramatic outcomes. This is why I said I'm going to sit back and wait and see how things play out. That's the 90 days, 6 month period, 1 year thing that I keep talking about. Then I said, 2, it creates emotional tension. The person may feel uneasy, frustrated, or even betrayed, especially if they feel you intentionally left things out. That's how the fans feel. That tension can stick with them until they get closure. That's the fans. This is how many boxing fans feel, is what I told her. 3, you have boxing fans' attention now. Your present and future boxing posture is a mystery to us. Are you having a child, returning to fight at heavyweight, or dropping an album and looking for 5 mics? So we'll keep thinking about and talking about your situation until we get answers. I do appreciate you commenting because you didn't have to visit my page. So thanks for showing love, even if that wasn't your intention. I will do a video about exactly what you mentioned in regards to the men and their historic deals not getting the negative attention, which is what I did last night. Furthermore, how doubting you is unfair, which is what I did last night. Too easy. Oh yeah, tell Papoose. Hello from the Hood Champion Boxing and Sports crew. Both of you are welcome to come on dialogue with me in the breeze. Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. And she never responded, you know what I'm saying? So, all the people out there talking about you changing your tune to champion, I'm watching you, I'm going to unsubscribe, unfollow you, I'm going to poke you in the eyeball, I'm going to bite your ankle, I'm going to throw a hot cup of yogurt at you. Hey, McNicholas is, I don't care. People out here so quick to run their fucking mouths. Stop running your mouth, man. Not at me. Get out of here with that bullshit. Do your due diligence. Get up to speed. Go look. If that response I put to Claressa Shields was pretty damn straightforward. And everything I told her I was going to do, I did. But everything that I talk about on the channel, I also told her. I'm not a disrespectful guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. Now, if she would have come at me with heat, I would have put some more heat on my response. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And it wouldn't have been the whole thing. It would have been the first two lines. It would have been something like, okay, I see you still running around here biting people. I guess I need to get my rabies shot. I'm worried about the handyman virus. I need to worry about the Claressa Shields virus. Because I would have joked, but I would have came back with heat. But she didn't come at me like that. So, yeah. For those of y'all who want drama, when you call in, you give the drama. That's for y'all to do. It ain't no need for me to be dramatic. The most drama you're going to get from me is what you got there in that response. So, my response has 2 likes. I'm surprised it don't have 2,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? I bet you if I'd have been out there cussing and carrying on, I would have had a lot more likes. You know? But some people probably didn't even know that. Some people, matter of fact, some people don't even know the video. It's they probably don't even know the damn video. That's why they don't even know that YouTube short that was done. It's this one right here. It says, Claressa Shields and Demetrius Salita are up to something. That's the title of the YouTube short. Okay? And it has 1,285 views. All right, so that is what it is. Now, I'm about to go jogging and come back, lift weights, and go fish. I was supposed to go fish yesterday, but I did all kind of stuff, man. I went running. I put together 1, 2, 3 beds. Went up in the theater. Reorganized that. So my young man, my 8-year-old, he like, hey, we were supposed to go fishing. I'm like, I know. But he like, you were busy. I'm like, yeah. So he understands, but I'm going to go take him fishing now. I'm going to go run, do my workout. Then we out to go fish. But as far as Claressa Shields, as far as the fans, yo, time will tell, right? Time will tell. You know, even I'm watching the whole situation. It's just interesting to me, especially after listening to everybody talk. The Papoose thing is interesting. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a video on Papoose. Because I heard her say something, Papoose, something about, he can fight it, he can box, he was hitting the speed bag. I mean, anybody can hit the speed bag. But he was saying that, he never did nothing on the level of her. So it sounds like he'd been in the gym, he's worked out before, and that's good. And that's something I think people need to know. But I'm going to see if I can get some more, do a little research and find out, just how much time he spent in the boxing gym. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to have amateur fights and all that. If you're in the gym and you sparring and you working out, all that other stuff don't matter. You qualified. You know what I'm saying? But I think that makes it interesting because it seems like people feel like he's really going to leave her and go back to Remy Ma. People feel like she's going to have a meltdown. People have brought up the fact that she's had attempted suicide a couple of times. See, this is shit I didn't even know. But see, the reason why I really encourage people to come on here and talk is because it creates a healthy dialogue, and it's also helping, I think, a lot of people to try to understand her more. It's like, yo, she need to get maybe people who may have experienced trauma like what she did, because she's openly talked about some of it, but you need to get help. And in addition to that, when you're in a high-profile relationship, if you already have these things that are kind of lingering and clinging to you from your past, that's bringing you down emotionally and causing these big flare-ups, and you to go on people's Twitter pages and respond to people who say negative things to you, shit's only going to get worse if your high-profile relationship falls apart. And when I'm listening to the ladies, they feel like, yo, this guy Papoose is going to leave her and go back to Remy Ma. Now with me, I'm always for the guy, but I hear you. But I'm like, let's wait and see. Somebody talking about he has another woman, he has this. I'm like, damn. I know y'all be on it, man. But I'm like, this is boxing. Let's see. To me, so far, shit look all right to me. But let's see what happens. And just, maybe he does understand more about boxing than what we think. A lot of us are like, yo, why was he up there talking? He ain't the promoter. But maybe he knows, maybe he brings something to the table that even Demetrius Salita wasn't aware of and maybe didn't understand. Maybe Papoose really understands that urban audience, that urban crowd. You got to look at Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, them guys when they were with Top Rank. Bob Arum admitted he didn't understand the blacks. She's where I don't understand the blacks, the urban crowd, the urban community. Didn't know how to market those guys, and I was wrong. Maybe this is a case where Demetrius Salita like, okay, Bob. Yeah, Bob dropped the ball. I ain't gonna drop the ball here. Hey, Claressa, call your man. Oh, okay, Papoose, Pat. Come on over here, Pat. Come on over here. It's my man. Come on, Pat. Tell him about the urban crowd. Tell him about the blacks. And maybe that's what you're seeing. Pap's like, yo, let's try this. Because this is what the people want. This is what the people need. This is gonna get our interest, get us to pay attention. You see, when you look at it like that, then having Papoose involved makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know much about his rap career. I think he's successful. I don't know. He got lyrics, I know that. That alphabet song, zig-zag, zigzag, zebra, Zimbabwe. That shit was crazy. I remember I was overseas. And I was like, yo, what is this? Who's this guy? Then he did that serial killing shit, rapping about the brands of cereal. I was like, what? This guy is ridiculous. So maybe he does. He's been around music for a long time. I know the ladies I hear talking about, oh, he don't have this, he don't have that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say whatever y'all want, but for me, I talk boxing. Maybe it's good to have a guy like him come out here, and maybe they can tap into something. Maybe there's something they can tap in there with Claressa Shields. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some real money there. But so right now, we don't know. We got to wait and see how it all plays out. And that's what I'm doing. Waiting to see how it all plays out. But as far as me changing my tune, I ain't changing my tune, man. When we do a live like last night, we were up to almost 500 people. Almost 500 people, man. The phone was hot. That shit was about to melt. When we do a live like that, and I got a phone number, what you want to hear me talk for? I was almost on that live for almost 3-4 hours. Almost 4 hours. You want to hear me talk 4 hours? Nah, I get redundant. So having mental lapses. You know what I'm saying? You can start taking it to the stupid. I'm not doing that. When I put the number up there, y'all call in. You know how many people were trying to get in and couldn't? I felt bad. That shit was ridiculous. I'm out here, and I hate to be rude, boy, but I had to, end some calls because there's so many calls I'm missing. So I had to shorten it up and just say, hey, not trying to be rude, After so many minutes, I got to take the next call. So it ain't personal, you know what I mean? I like to give people an opportunity to wrap it up. But what I realize is people really have something to say about this. So I let people talk. And matter of fact, I'm going to go live later this evening when I come back. I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to let people talk. Let them talk. Get it out. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's good for Claressa Shields to hear the feedback. This forum allows Claressa Shields to really hear the feedback from the fans. The good, the bad, the ugly. Listen to what they're saying. And maybe the videos I've done, maybe the lives have helped her say, yo, maybe somebody with some sense says, yo, they ain't hating on you. Yo, they're frustrated. You created this. You can't be calling people ugly. You can't be talking about skin. You can't be talking about hair texture. You can't be calling people broke. You can't be talking about how I'm going to make you stand on business. I'm going to punch somebody in the mouth. You can't be MF for this, that. I know she's trying to clean it up now. But she can't expect people to come back now and just see you do one video or one appearance. And when now you're talking about the Bible and Jesus and, God's time and the perfect distance. You can't expect people to look at you do that one time and come and say, yo, round of applause. That's what we wanted. They're going to look at you crazy, man. Like, get your fake ass out of here. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're saying right now. We see beyond that fake bullshit. Get out of here. We ain't buying it. You know why? Because there's been a consistent theme of her being the exact opposite of what we've received in this short period of time. So she needs to be consistent. There needs to be a consistent theme of her being polite, being respectful, with her being professional, with her not using the obscenities. Yo, you're human. I don't cuss that much. But there's certain things that would cause a little bit of flare-up. You know what I'm saying? I'll get a little flare-up here and there. But everything can't be MF or B word, you N-word, you this. Then you can't put out that kind of rap music. Well, you can do what you want. But there are the consequences. But you don't want people to judge you. It's like me. That rap song. I meant what I said. If I had a daughter, I wouldn't want my daughter to know nothing about Claressa Shields. Nothing. I mean that 100%. I wouldn't want to know nothing about her. You know why? Because although there's some good there, I wouldn't want my daughter to develop an interest in her, even though there's a whole lot of good there. But then all of a sudden, she on the computer, and now I got her out here. You a stupid MNFer, and the broke MNFer on the Twitter won't come out in public MNFer. I'm going to poke you in your eye. I'm going to bite you on the ankle. I wouldn't want my daughter listening to that shit. You see what I'm saying? All this 2 gold medals, championships, all that's amazing. That's what I would want if I had a daughter. I don't. Thank God. I got boys. I got it easy. But if I had a daughter, it'd be tough. I'd be like, yo, I would want, like, yo, man, this is Claressa Shields, man. Hey, especially my daughter, because all my sons like sports and play instruments, foreign language, and my son's a right? But if I had a daughter that was into sports and just happened to be into boxing, well, I wouldn't want her to know about Christy Martin, Layla Ali, Ann Wolfe, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Claressa Shields, Michaela Mayer, Baumgartner. But I'd have to be careful because I'd be like, all right, Serrano, she never really said nothing crazy. Katie Taylor, I never seen her say nothing crazy. Baumgartner, I don't think I really seen her say nothing crazy. I'd have to watch because sometimes that N-word be coming out of their mouths. I'd have to watch and I'd have to filter it. And maybe I would just talk. There was this female, but I wouldn't say the name. Because I wouldn't want them to develop a curiosity and go in and look it up, and then all of a sudden, they up in the house and shit, and I hear that shit playing. So she got to understand, she going into travel, talking about she going somewhere to girls and teach boxing. That's a step in the right direction. But she can help. She can come out the beltway and finish strong by being consistent, with being more positive. And I understand the rap thing. You don't have to cuss to rap. I used to rap back in the day. I even had a song called Hood Champion. That's how this whole name is like 20-something years ago. There's a whole song, whole rap I had called Hood Champion. Y'all gonna make me give y'all a few bars and shit. I may do that tonight when I go live. I may play the song. I got like 30, 40 songs. But I ain't never messed with it. I did it for fun. Just having fun. And my friends were like, yo, because the songs are really good. You guys would enjoy it. It ain't no bullshit. But the Hood Champion song, the lyrics in that song is real. I may do a little bit tonight for y'all. But not everything has to be cussing. Everything has to be violence. And when you're the top 1%, and you're a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, it's what it is. You're held to a different standard. You're supposed to be the standard. And Claressa Shields has been dropping the ball, but I can see why she's trying. But hey, if you come to work late 25 times, right? 25 times, I don't take you serious. And then one day you come to work 1 minute before you're supposed to be there, you on time, yeah. But don't expect me to say, "Atta boy, good job. Hey, somebody get the gold star. Put it on your chest. There you go." Nah, that ain't gonna happen. You came to work late 25 times. You show up on time once, you think someone's gonna praise you, get out of here. You're supposed to be on time, bozo. But now if you can show me the rest of the year that you're getting here 30 minutes early, 25 minutes early, come, get settled in, get your little coffee, whatever, you finish your breakfast, you get all your stuff pulled up, boom, you're ready to go. Then I can start to take you serious. But you got to be consistent. And so far, she hasn't. It's not enough time yet to really to say, well, you know what? Well, she's gonna keep falling on her face, or no, she's starting to win. Because she hasn't performed to her potential outside the ring as far as the way she conducted herself. Because she's always there on the defensive. Her quills are always out. But now she's trying. The quills are still out, but not all of them. She's retracted a few of them. So she got a few quills out. But some of them she's actually retracted. And that's good. But let's see by Christmas time, if she's going to be, here comes Claressa Claus, here comes Claressa Claus. Or we're going to get Ebenezer Scrooge. Bah humbug. You bums. You broke bastards. Hood champion, you broke miserable weasel. How dare you have these lives and let these women call in and say these things? Bah humbug. Where's that eggnog? Splash it. Throw eggnog at Hood champion. Throw that eggnog over here. I'm catching all that shit in my cup. Put some nutmeg and shit up in there. I don't drink no more. Who knows? I may splash that shit with some rum. Take that shit to the head. Throw that eggnog over here. God damn it. We make something called punch or cream. Punch or cream. Drink a rum and a punch or cream. A drink a rum and a... That's that Trini shit. The Spanish call it punch de crema. Drink a rum and a punch of cream. A drink a rum and a... Good shit. Anyway, man, I'm about to go jogging. Claressa Shields, everybody wants the best for you. You just burnt some bridges. Don't expect no one to come out here and like you overnight. Ain't gonna happen. I don't dislike you. I actually like you. I don't like what you said about Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't never gonna change. That's crazy to me. But I don't mean I'm gonna sit out here and wish bad on you. You show me that you can be consistent with being a decent human being. Because all we can go off is what you do out here in front of the camera. Nobody knows. We hear what you say you're doing for your family, your sister, and people taking advantage of you. We hear everything. It's hard to get beyond the way you conducted yourself and behave and the things you've said. Especially that colorism stuff in Muhammad Ali, man. That shit is crazy. The women out here are pissed. A lot of these women going at you, man, they like, a lot of them look fair skinned. A lot of them look back in school. Even the dark-skinned sisters are like, feel a kind of way. It's all right. You're making us look bad as a brown-skinned woman, a dark-skinned woman. It's supposed to be angry. It's supposed to be unattractive. That's society. That's the way society has painted the picture, and that ain't the case. So, listen to my live, but try to take from it. Because when I listen to the ladies, I'm like, I hear what they're saying. I don't agree with everything, but I understand. Anyway, man. I'm about to go jogging. Y'all keep cool. I will be live later. After I come back from fishing, showered up, wash all that fish and mosquitoes and shit off my ass. And then we go talk some boxing, all right? Keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. And look, y'all ain't gonna have me running around here in my drawers with the microphone in my hand talking about I'm changing my tune. Nah, I ain't doing it. Yo, I'm in the breeze.